Big Rings.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Bless. Shit. Scheme. Bless. Hey yo.
Yo, it's your boy Beezy, and this is the first episode with the Green Brothers, Sneaker Closets, episode 1. Let's get it.
My name is Corey, aka Old Soul. You can reach me on IG at Old X Soul or on my sneaker page, Old X Soul Sneaker Room.
Hey, my name is Cody, aka Just Another Cody on Instagram. Go ahead and give me a follow. We definitely gonna show you some dope kicks today.
We got the Supreme hat. We got a Target vest, Supreme shirt, American Eagle jeans. And we got the Chicago 1 pack SBs.
Hat is from Hat Club. This hoodie, Prestigious Garments. I got the Army Fatigue Gap. And on the feet, we got the Jordan 5 Gore-Tex.
Real simple, Cactus Plant Flea Market shirt, Zara, oversized denim, and I went Topaz, Union, Jordan 4s. Real chill, real cool. What's the story behind your very first pair of sneakers?
My very first pair of sneakers that I remember and that I had was was a pair of Jordans I had back in 06, 07 was the Military Force. That was my very first pair that I can remember that I had that was memorable, a memorable pair that I had.
Very first Jordan I ever bought. It wasn't this exact shoe, but it was a Jordan 8. My first was a 2002 Bugs Bunny 8s. I honestly don't have those anymore. I literally wore those out to the ground. I did have the 2013 version. I ended up selling those because they're coming out again this year. So, but this is the closest thing to it. Jordan 8s will always hold a place in my heart. They're just amazing sneakers. This is the first Jordan that I thought that could actually make me jump high.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
Which pair in your closet means the most to you and why?
The black cement 3s. These typically ones right here, these ones from 2001. I got them restored. But the black cement 3s are like one of my favorite, all-time favorite J's. Like my favorite J's. And every time they come out, I got to get every pair. Like every time they release, I got to have them. Every time. Now I need to get the OGs, the 88s and the what, 94s? Mm-hmm. 88 and 94s, and I'll complete the black cement 3 collection. But that Nike Air on the back of these joints make them they're just beautiful. Beautiful. And it's the year I graduated, 2001. So, yeah, these mean a lot.
Honestly, feel like those are arguably one of the best Jordans I've ever made. A fun fact, that this model, maybe not this shoe, but this model was actually what kept Jordan with Nike. Because he hated the Jordan.
Yeah, he did. Sure. He did. But they are comfortable as fuck. The Jordan 2s are comfortable as fuck.
They really are. This might make me come off as a hype beast, but I promise you, I had the 2012 version.
You did. With the matching shirt.
Pictures of everything. I had the Galaxy shirt, had the beanie to match.
And you wore the fuck out that shit too.
I wore them to the ground.
The whole outfit.
It was one of those shoes, like, you really had to watch, like, where you wore those. You couldn't just wear those
to
the
real.
mall or
Cause
the
niggas,
bowling alley.
because niggas was trying to rob you for them shits.
Facts. But this shoe, like, holds a really, really special place in my heart. This is probably the most hype sneaker I ever had, and then also in the era that these came out, foam posits were on top of the world. Yeah. There was people that preferred pennies over Jordans at that time. It might sound crazy, but I'm trying to tell you, foam posits were like that back in 2012. Even before that, but when this shoe came out, come on, let's be real. Out the pack, the whole Galaxy pack, this was it. Like, if you had this shoe, you were that guy.
That guy.
But this is definitely, I'm just super happy to have these back in the collection. I can't believe even Nike even like put these back out again. But these are amazing. I might have to double up on these soon. They're a little dirty now, kind of getting my wear out of them, but that's what real sneakerheads do. We wear our sneakers around here. But this is definitely that shoe. That means a lot to me.
So what's your holy grail shoe?
The holy grails for me is the Wu-Tang Dunks. The Wu-Tang Dunks only came out one time, and them shits was like $50,000. And I knew I would never get them shits, but when they re-released these jokers, I had to have them. And I might have to double up on these motherfuckers for real. Because these joints is hard, and I love a dunk. A dunk is one of my favorite sneakers, yo. But this Wu-Tang dunk, and I'm a Wu-Tang fan too. Tatted up with it. You know what I'm saying? Got the Wu-Tang joint on me. Wu-Tang for the children and shit. Yeah. These joints is hard. These joints hard. Quality and everything on these joints is immaculate. Yeah, these one of my holy grails. Wu-Tang forever.
I'm gonna have to go with the Jordan ones. Well, these are not obviously the ones from '85, but this is as close as I'm gonna get. But I've had every variation of the bread one from the '94 and up. So I had the '94, had the '01, even had some random the ones with the strap with those came out '09. Also had the bands with the X on the back.
Damn.
And the 2016s. Everybody's probably favorite with the tumble leather and all that.
Yeah, those mine.
Yeah, these are his, by the way. But, this one to shout him out because this was a great sneaker. This is when everybody
sure.
was on the Jordan 1 phase. You know, I grew up wearing Jordan 1s. I used to actually get made fun of for wearing Jordan 1s. People wasn't on them like that, And I love the appreciation for them, but I'm kind of glad that it's back to its normal state.
Yes,
Nobody's really
for sure
pressed over them unless they, make them limited.
Yeah.
But this shoe right here, all hype aside, to me personally, they got it pretty much spot on to the 85. I know I never had it, but just watching reviews, on YouTube and, stuff like that, the color is perfect. The shape, some people argue that it's close to a 94 pair, and I can kind of see that because of the slant.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless of the situation, this is the shoe for me. I know we early in 2025 right now, but to me, this is sneaker of the year, and I stand on that.
Them shits is hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, how you know what's worth copping and what's not worth copping in 2025, man? This shit changing a lot.
Me personally, it's what I got in my bank account. I can't say I have a budget. I have a budget, but I don't have a budget. But it's like, if it's over a certain price, if it's like off the break, off of retail price, if it's over $220, maybe over $220 or $250, I can't do it. It's just too much for me. Like the resale market is fucking insane. Like the resale market is just insane. I know it's gonna get even more insane now for the tariff, but the tariffs going on and shit. But yeah, either 220 or 250 is over that is just too much. Mm-hmm. But anything below that is great because that's easy. I might cop 2 pair if it's below $200. I'll cop 2 pair. That's just me. I buy sometimes in a day. I'll buy if a sneaker drop. I'll buy like a couple pair at a time. That's where I'm at in life now. Because one time I couldn't even afford to buy 1 pair, but yeah, my opinion on that. What you think, bro?
I honestly have to piggyback off of that, and just like Kevin Hart said, you gotta stay in your financial. But honestly, I still get that feeling that when you gotta have something like you by any means, that feeling you get like by any means I'm gonna get the shoe.
For sure.
Resale. Yeah. I'm gonna enter in all these raffles. Sometimes stuff doesn't go like your way. But also I became a victim of on social media. Social media will get you. You keep seeing that shoe over and over.
Dog, tell me about it.
I'll wait.
That shit is influence.
You keep seeing everybody has it. It's kind of like it kind of gives you that feeling like you're missing out.
Yeah, that shit'll fuck you up.
It doesn't make you feel like you're missing out, but you just have that in your mind. Mm-hmm. So you kind of have to have that. I guess that awareness that okay, I can wait or I could get it right now. But it just all depends on, what you value that shoe at. And what I mean by that is if you think it's worth that much or if you think that shoe is going to go on sale, because things are just different every year for sneakers. Last year, we could just wait a week. It's on sale. Mm-hmm. We can use a coupon on it. Like, yeah. Jordan is like, nah, we're not doing that no more. We're going to give y'all what y'all want. We're going to make it limited. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, do I get that right now? Do I wait for a restock? It's kind of everywhere right now. But
shit. That social media will have you buying shit that you don't even want to buy, for real. Yeah. Say, for instance, them Olive 9s. I love Olive 9s, don't get me wrong. But I hate 9s, period. I hate 9s. But when the Olive 9s dropped, I knew I was going to get them, but I was going to wait. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think they would be overly hyped and shit like that. But of course, they're overly hyped because they're a dope-ass colorway. Thanks. And when them shits dropped, I was like, nigga, I really have to get these shits. That's around the time the fucking the Wu-Tangs jumped too.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought both of them that same day.
It was a lot
I bought
of
both of
money.
them the same fucking day. Like, I had to have both of them. And I don't even like nines. Nines are ugly as
I
fuck.
remember I was in line getting the Olive Nines, and I was on the sneakers app at the same time.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. Social media is the devil, bro.
But that's how I would value sneakers.
Yeah.
How many shoes y'all buying a week right now? I know me.
Fuck.
I'm probably buying about 2-3 pair a week at this point. So what y'all? How many you buying?
Yeah, I buy about the same, about 2 or 3
2 or
a
3?
week. Yeah, yeah. I'm an addict with sneakers for real.
Yeah.
I'm an addict for sneakers.
So before y'all,
And now I
judge
say
me-
that.
before y'all judge me, and this is no cap.
Nah, he's
5 to 6 shoes a week.
yeah.
That's crazy.
He be doing too much.
I lie to you.
He
Not.
be doing too much.
Percocet, you want one?
No.
Oh, you don't do perk?
No, I don't personally. No.
I'm a victim of working a lot of overtime. My best friend is zipping Afterpay. Don't be ashamed if you use those. Do not be ashamed.
Do not be
Guess what?
ashamed.
Yeah, you gonna own it at the end of the day. As long as you pay that shit off, you good, bro. You good. Don't let nobody tell you that Afterpay, whatever you broke. No, that's smart.
Nah, it's
so
smart.
guess what?
You
You
can buy
got the
more
shoe,
shit.
and then guess what you can do? You got it. You still got money, a little more money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Hey, everything's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say
And bills
5 to
are still
6.
getting fucking paid.
Exactly. I'm not irresponsible.
Bills are still getting fucking paid. Don't worry about that.
Bills come first.
Nothing
but-
getting repoed and nothing around here.
Exactly. So just make sure your priorities are set straight first.
Yeah,
and
that
then
part.
you buy sneakers.
That
But
part.
I reward myself every time I get paid, and it might be the 5 to 6. It could go to 7 sometimes, but it all depends on how I'm feeling or if I want the shoe that bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what pair is your most slept on pair of sneakers in your collection?
Me personally, I'm different. So, I thought when these joints dropped, the Swiper Air Max 1s dropped, and my homegirl Tease Fever can vouch, these joints was slept on. For real. The quality on these motherfuckers, these joints was kind of dirty, but I ain't worn them in a minute. But these joints the quality on these joints is sick. Like, they're like one of the best Air Max 1s that I own. Next to the Concept joints, I have the Concept joints too, which I don't know why they're not in my joint, but these joints is sick. And they comfortable as fuck. Yeah, I think these were slept on. Look at that suede. Look at that rough suede on that motherfucker, man. These joints is hard. I wore these shits like just about every day. I gotta get me another pair of these for real. Like that ass.
Have y'all seen this box before? Probably not.
Nope.
But it's all good. This is the most slept on shoe I have in my collection, but I swear every time I wear it, people be like, yo, when did those come out? Where did you get them from? So Nike did this whole Mighty Swooshers like collaboration. Yeah. This was the best shoe out the pack. I love the design, the package, had the whole like comic theme going on. But look what's inside the box though, it gets better.
Oh shit, those. Oh, those.
Yo, check this out.
Oh, those are hard.
I didn't know those
I didn't know what they were. If I forgot, you had told me about them.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted the original Jason Kids, but we're probably not gonna get those anytime soon. So this is the closest.
Oh, I know which ones you're talking about with the little squiggly block on the joint. Yeah,
These
gotta have
are
those.
amazing. Like I wear these like
Excuse me.
I would say every now and then, but I swear every time I bring them out, man, people be like, yo, what are
Damn.
these? Where'd you get these from? When did these come out?
Damn, them shit's
This
hard.
is one of my favorite shoes.
them
Obviously,
shit's
I can
hard,
see
man.
by the wear the clear bottom. It's not so clear no more.
Yeah, them shit's hard, bro.
But I would definitely. highly
Didn't even know you
recommend.
owned those.
Even if I'm not mistaken, like it even comes with. This is what I mean by package, and this is what Nike needs to bring back, like action figures and stuff.
Oh
like
shit.
figurines. This actually came attached to the sneaker. Like this was a dope collab that is really slept on. I promise you'll probably end up, try to look on eBay and go. They're affordable. They're not nothing crazy, but this is definitely a slept on sneaker.
Damn. Yeah, I ain't even. Wow. Okay, Cody. Okay.
Bringing out the heat.
Yeah. Yeah, Cody does definitely.
I got something for y'all boys though for showing love. Bro.
Oh, nigga, you ain't had to bring us nothing. You didn't have to bring us nothing,
No, I was just talking about this shirt.
bro. You didn't have to bring us nothing. Oh shit. Yeah. I've been wanting this
That shit
motherfucker
is
though.
fire.
I've been wanting this though. I've been wanting the Griselda drink.
Bro,
Bro, you ain't had to bring.
In my
Bro.
cart right now is that one and the brown one too.
Bro, you didn't have to do that, bro. I appreciate this though. For sure. For sure. for shit show. Damn. Appreciate you, bro. You ain't had to, man.
You really didn't have to do this.
No, for real. I wasn't expecting nothing from you. I just wanted to be a part of the, part of the shit.
It's crazy. You know what's really crazy?
That's
I was
hard.
Literally on the phone with him, I was telling him like, "Yo, I'm going to get that shirt," and I wasn't bullshit. I'm like, he knows like when.
And I love it.
tickets,
Yeah.
I will go ahead and buy it. Like,
Damn, this
but
shit.
I like to buy my shit and like.
I didn't even know you still had this.
Yeah, that and the brown one.
But I love the Trappers joint. I need to get me more of those. Shit, that's
But you know
hard,
what's
bro.
Crazy? My first shirt from I'm not. He knows this, but my first shirt from him was that black and green one that he did with the what's his name on the front.
Pee Wee Kirkland
And
joint.
I got complimented on this shirt because of the VA on the back, and like I kept telling people, yeah, this is FYBB. Like somebody was like, oh wait, did Valone come on? And I was like, no, it's not Valone.
Nah,
this
that's
FYBB.
FYBB.
But I'm like, you can't even get it confused. But I thought, like from a creative standpoint, the VA like this was just like
Hard.
Yeah,
That shit hard.
Like, that.
I still got my
remember
black
you
and orange
I remember
joint.
you making a video of like how you like came about this shirt, and I was like, yo, that's so dope.
Yeah, them
Because
Trappers, them joints always
The
hard.
thing I hate about Virginia, I feel like we have a lot of creatives here, but it's just like we don't get the recognition we deserve.
We don't get the
like-
recognition also, and I just feel like
I kinda hate that we don't
but I
have
feel
it.
like everybody's in competition with each other.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way because VA is like, you know what I mean? Like we like one of the few out of everybody. Like, New York got their thing. You know what I'm saying? Cali got their shit. Down south got their shit. Like VA is like in the middle. And also we not considered the South, but we are the South. We not North. We consider the fucking South. Pimp C even said it's fucking South. So we are the South.
But it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
But we are like, and honestly, we're not like no other, we're not no other state.
BZ was, I forgot, it was in a video or something that he stated, which is the truest, realest shit, right? So you remember when we were like coming up back in the day, like for you in order to get like a Virginia hat, it was like either you had to make it yourself or the shit was like cheap.
That cheap shit you get from the corner store and shit? Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, bro, like, why don't we have a hat?
Yeah, but that Virginia Squire shit, I still got that Virginia Squires hat that I bought from you when you worked at DTLR and shit. Yeah. When I first met BZ, we met BZ on the street. He was at the First Fridays in Richmond downtown.
For real?
Yeah. Tasha was the one that bought something from you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was the one that bought something from me. And being transparent, at that time, me and her, we was homeless at that time. We was living in a hotel while we was living in Richmond. When we was living in Richmond, we was living in a hotel the whole time we was there. So we was still down there like supporting people and stuff. Like we was that like, and you was one of the main ones that we support. Like, nigga, I was working at Safe Light, but I was going straight to a hotel afterwards. Like, and I bought a hoodie. I bought a hoodie from him and got it customized with Old Soul on the back of it. I still got that shit in the closet. Like, I was like, you was one of like the main joints like we supported in Richmond, like with the clothes and shit, and have been doing it ever since. Like, I would forever buy it from you.
He was wearing a piece
Yeah.
that I really, really liked, and then that's how we met because he put me on to you, and I didn't know that. At first, it was about sneakers, and then like he was like, no, he got a clothing brand too. Then I put two and two together because he called you Beezy, and I didn't put two and two together. I'm like, who was Beezy? And he was like, oh, it's FYBB. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we've been locked in. That's
Yeah,
really how
for
it
sure.
felt. And I also remember you had like you were here, but I remember you were like, man, having like a spring cleaning sale, and I remember you had like all the FYBB tees. And
Yeah, I had some
and
shit
was
I couldn't
yo,
even
this
wear
shit
no
is
more.
So fire. Like,
Yeah.
that was dope.
But BZ, one of my favorite shirts from you, my favorite shirts that I wear all the time, is that joint you put out with the Air Beezies. It's the gray shirt, the vintage
Yes.
that shirt. One of my all time favorite
Wore
shirts,
that all
bro.
the time.
Oh my God, I love it. And it's him on it, him on the front, playing basketball and shit. Then he got the
remember when he
RVA
had
on the
that
back. That's
drop.
like my favorite shirt, bro.
When he first had that drop, and I remember he had the basketball, he had the shoes, and all that.
Man, all that. I still want that fucking basketball. I'm so
amazed.
mad I didn't get that basketball.
I was so amazed because I'm like, bro, he's really doing it.
Like, for
because
real.
When I met him, he was going through the transition into the store.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I remember one day we were chopping up in front of DTLR. He's like, man, I'm tired of running around. He's like, I'm about to open up a store. I was like, bro, do that. Like, I know you can do that.
sure.
And I lied to you now. The next week I met
And
him
he
with
did
him.
it.
He's like, yeah, pull up to the store.
Yeah.
I said, the store?
Mhm.
And I remember he had the he's put on his story. He was getting the dude to do the artwork with the cardinal and everything in the store. Had this big ass mirror. I was like, yo, this nigga really was like, yeah, I'm tired of doing this shit. I'm about to open this store.
And we come all the way from Fredericksburg to go to Richmond to get shit from
I never forget
all the time.
When he posted the keys, I got so excited for him because it was like when you were talking about it, like talking about something, and then somebody really turns their words into reality, bro. That's like
that shit hard, bro.
And that's not just saying that because you hear. That's like
Nah, we really be rooting for you, bro. Like for real. That's why we support you to this day. Cause I was supporting you when I ain't even had it. I was like, this nigga got the hottest shit in Richmond right now. Ain't nobody else got no shit like this in Richmond.
Nobody.
And the fits of your shirts and shit, like nobody really had a shit like that. Man. Motherfuckers be making that shit in the cheap ass garments and shit. Like this nigga actually puts in effort and puts in work